Welcome, welcome to another edition of Friday 5 Live. This is our 39th broadcast, and today I'm finally bringing you guys to my game corner. So I hope that you enjoy this broadcast. It's going to be fun. The topic today is all about Boomwhackers. So this is something that we've never talked about before during the broadcast. Thought I'd give you guys something a little fun before I go on a little break. Hey everybody, if you are joining me, please be sure to say hello and let me know where you're coming from today. If you've never joined us on Friday 5 Live, what we do here is we share business and teaching tips every single Friday here at Upbeat Piano Teachers. And hello, my name is Sarah Campbell. If you haven't joined me before, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. And I'm so glad of those of you who are watching on the replay as well. So welcome to the replay if you're watching on the replay. This is going to be a fun one today. So I am set up here in my little game corner, and I've never done a broadcast from here. So I'm kind of excited to share this part of my studio with you guys. This part of my studio is set up in the corner. So my desk is like way over there, and that's where I normally do the broadcast. But over here in the corner, we call this the game corner. And it's got my comfy little carpet. It's got a little chalkboard table and a very old Yamaha Clavinova that is still kicking like 20 years later. So testament to that brand, I guess. So today is all about my Boomwhacker activity that I love to use for group lessons and summer camps. I'm going to guide you guys through a little activity. I've got a fantastic freebie for you guys today. It's a 6-page PDF of how to make these Boomwhackers that I'm going to show you, because I have homemade Boomwhackers here today, and it cost me like about 1/3 or 1/4 of the price of buying regular Boomwhackers. So this is something you will want to get a hold of today. If you are joining me live, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. Antonio, hello. Nice to see you. How are you today? It's been a while. Now, if you are enjoying today's broadcast, please be sure to share this with your teacher friends so that they can tune into and get all this good info today. If you want to get a hold of the freebie that I just mentioned, that 6-page PDF that has do-it-yourself Boomwhacker instructions and has Boomwhacker charts on it, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a second, I want you to type the word boom below. And then the Upbeat bot, she will message you here on Facebook, and you will have to type boom back to the Upbeat bot. She's going to ask you to type that one more time in Messenger, and then she will send you the goodies. All right, let's get moving today. Hey, Amy, how you doing? All right, so this Boomwhacker activity that I'm going to show you guys today is super simple. Now, the construction is kind of fun. So if you have an older group of students, you can totally do this with them. Molly Mahoney is in the house. Hey, Molly. All right, guys. So let me get straight to the good stuff today. I guess we should start with this question. What's a Boomwhacker? Because I'll be totally honest, I kind of didn't know what a Boomwhacker was about 4 years ago. People kept talking about them in some of the piano forums, and I was like, Boomwhacker? What? This is a nonsense word. What is this thing? Well, if, classroom music teachers definitely know what these are, because, they're really popular to use in general music classes in schools. And also I would say probably preschool music teachers also know what this is as well. Molly's like, I don't know what this is. Molly, I'm going to show you right now. So Boomwhackers are, now this is a homemade set, so they look a little bit different than some of the traditional ones that you'll see. But what it is, and I can only hold about 4 of these at a time, so I can't show you the entire set. But it's a pitched set of tubes. And this particular set is the C major scale, so it's a diatonic scale. And I'm going to try to demonstrate them on the table. And they each have a different pitch, so. And I need a so. Ooh, that one's a little out of tune. I think I hit it too hard. So what I have here are, these are PVC light lamp tubes. And so it's like this plastic material right? And they're flexible. And these tubes are used for fluorescent lights. What we do with these is, you know, those long fluorescent light bulbs, these cover those. And it's like a protection. So if a light were to fall out of a fixture, it wouldn't shatter. I have personal experience with that. So these are actually really good to have if you have fluorescent lighting. So let me get into how this works, because Boomwhackers are kind of neat, but they're also kind of expensive. If you've ever looked up Boomwhackers on, you know, like Amazon or something like that, they're kind of pricey for an 8-note set. And, you know, if you're working with groups of kids, you're going to need more than one set, right? And you might not be willing to shell out $30 a set, because that can get kind of pricey really quick. So a couple years ago, when I first found out about Boomwhackers, I was like, oh, I really want to make my own set. I figured there has to be a way to make these. And so I started Googling, and I found some do-it-yourself instructions. And they were very, very specific about the length of tube that you needed and how to pitch the tubes to a C major scale. Now, I'll be the first to admit that these tubes are not 100% perfect, but they are pretty darn close. So when it comes to Boomwhackers, you can definitely do the do-it-yourself route and save a ton of money. And what I've created, because I did all this research on Boomwhackers, is I created a do-it-yourself Boomwhacker instruction kit here. And what I have here is I have a list of all the materials that you need, and then I just show you the very exact lengths that you want. So it's really easy to put these together. Like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, if you have kids who are a little bit older, you can actually make this into an activity that they do during a group lesson or a camp, which is super neat, because then it gets them into the process. But just keep in mind, you're going to have like sharp things, so you need some helpers. Really, really simple. I'm just going to go through these directions super fast so you can kind of understand how this works. Like I mentioned, you get the polycarbonate lamp guards, and you can actually buy these at like a Lowe's or Home Depot. They're really cheap. I mean, like really cheap. I wish that I had written down the prices that I paid. I think all in all, I think it cost like something like $11 for me to make this whole set. Not bad, right? So basically, the rule is once you get a hold of these, they come in really, really long sections. So I have exactly how many you need to purchase of what size and exactly what kind there are, because there are different widths of these, and you want to make sure that you get the right one. All then you need is some colored electrical tape, and I normally buy that on Amazon because you can get like a whole set of the colored tape, and it's pretty cheap. Then you need an X-Acto knife, a measuring tape, and you need to follow the rule of measure twice, cut once. Trust me on this. I may have spent slightly more than I meant to, because I didn't follow my own rule the first time through, and I was a little excited, and some of my tubes got cut a little short, so they didn't come out pitched really well. Oh, hey, Stephanie and Jennifer and Denise. Denise says, this is so fun. I am using these. There we go. I am using these in my camp this year. Thanks for the do-it-yourself instructions. You are amazing. Aw, Denise, you're nice. I love you. All right. So that's one of the things that comes with that today. So you can make your own, or I am all for ease, and if you've got the funds to do it, just buy them. They're fantastic, and they're going to last you forever. So no guilt in purchasing these if that's the route that you're going to go. So that's the do-it-yourself instructions, and then I wanted to show you how you can use these to teach music to a group. So I started, like I said, I did a lot of research on Boomwhackers a few years ago, and I started noticing people made charts to indicate the music. So I've got some charts that I put together in this PDF pack, and this particular chart is the tune of Shave and a Haircut. Now it doesn't really look like music because we have our just dots, but you'll notice that down on this side I put a little rhythm. So what I do when I teach this to students is I do it in groups, and I lead them through the process of looking at this chart and just talking it through. What do we see here? Is there anything that looks like music? And they'll say, well, yeah, we have a rhythm down here. And I said, well, what about the colors? What do those mean? And I kind of approach this as an exploration rather than instruction. So I will set out all the Boomwhackers for them, and they'll see, I won't put them in order. I'll just kind of jumble them all together, and then I'll say, hey, can you guys put these in order for me? And they very quickly figure out that it either goes by length, you know, they'll notice that the length as they get shorter, so they'll put them in order in length, or they'll put them in the rainbow colors, because that is how this particular set kind of goes. Now, then I show them this chart, and I will tell them, well, let's take a look at this chart and see if you can figure this out. And I will have them say, you know, hey guys, obviously you can't do this all by yourself, so you're going to need to split up and give certain notes to certain people. So this is a great opportunity for them to kind of work through the process. Now, like I said, this is a little chart for Shave and a Haircut. And I have two charts actually, so you can actually split your group of Boomwhackers into two equal parts, because you can play this starting on the high C of the scale, or you can start it on F. And I'll try to play this for you. Like I said, I don't have four hands, so but here we go. Right? Shave and a haircut, 2 bits. And whoop, that guy stuck to my sleeve there. So it's super easy to do. It's really fun. Once you show them the charts, once you show them those Boomwhacker charts, then you have the kids kind of split it up and you have them assign parts. And, you know, you get these two, you get these two, and you have them rehearse it on their own. And it's a great ensemble building activity. It's a great group building activity because it really makes them think about communication and how to count in, and, you know, thinking about all of these little things that have to come together for us to create an ensemble. And it also gives them an opportunity to be a little creative because, you know, Boomwhackers don't have to be whacked off of a table. They work just as well when you hit your own head. So I had a group of students that discovered this. So they discovered that they could do the Boomwhackers by going, oh God. So I've got some great videos of my students playing Shave and a Haircut by either hitting their own heads or hitting each other, and it was quite amusing. All right, so there you go. That is what we're working with today. Boomwhackers, they're kind of fun. You can, so in summation here, you can definitely make Boomwhackers for super duper cheap. And if you want to get a hold of those instructions today, you're going to type the word boom below. You can either use the charts that I have given you. In this pack, I'm giving you 3 different charts. So 2 of them are for Shave and a Haircut, and one of them is for the can-can. And that is a great one to do. You'll need at least 3 students to do that unless you split the 4 among students, and it works pretty well. And then all you have to do in your group activity is kind of assign parts and tell them to explore, because it's a great way for your kids to start communicating with one another. And that's one of my favorite parts about group lessons and summer camps, is that you start to create this amazing sense of community in your studio, and, you know, getting them to communicate with one another and learning how to work well together as an ensemble. Really good skill to teach them. So type the word boom below if you're interested in getting that PDF today, and it's going to be sent to you by the Upbeat bot, and she is going to tell you to type the word boom to her one more time in Messenger, and then she's going to send you a few different things. She is going to send you the get the guy out of the way. She is going to send you a link to a blog post that I wrote about these Boomwhackers. And that's where you're going to get a hold of the 6-page PDF that I mentioned, the free PDF. And she's also going to send you some information about group lessons. So if you are looking for more stuff with group lessons and you want to kind of up your game with learning about groups, whether it's teaching group piano classes or talking about summer camps. If you're interested in that, she's also going to send you a little bit of info about Group Lessons 101, and that is one of our most popular webinars at Upbeat Piano Teachers. Thank you so much for joining me, guys, today. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, make sure that you like us at Upbeat Piano Teachers. Come to our Facebook page and like us. Make sure you like this post too. Give me some hearts and some thumbs up if you enjoyed today's broadcast. That'd be great. Don't forget that you can actually get all of our previous broadcasts. This is number 39. You can get all of our previous broadcasts on YouTube. So if you look for Upbeat Piano Teachers on YouTube, subscribe to us there. We add new videos every single week, and they're organized really well so that you can just browse through and grab whatever you're looking for. If you enjoyed today's broadcast, please make sure that you share this with your teacher friends. Maybe you have some general music teachers or preschool teachers that could benefit from learning how to make some Boomwhackers that are super cheap. So there you go. I hope you all enjoyed today's broadcast, and thank you so much for joining me. We will see you guys next time. Bye.